Hi you guys. So today I wanted to do a few card pulls today. One video I want to do right now is about how to embrace your sensuality more. It could be sexuality, but more like sensuality. Like a lot in my hoodoo practices lately is about like putting self care first and foremost as like your anchor point. And so for myself, I love to make sure that I'm like always put together. Is a huge deal first and foremost, and what else? Sometimes I like dancing, things of that nature. So let's see what the cards have to say. I forgot to put on my jewelry. I really like wearing jewelry. So it's always hot in Mexico. Let's see. The star. So funny enough, like Spirit kind of took it up a notch, like dancing naked or like mirror work naked could be a huge one to tap into like your sensuality and like your self confidence again. Funny enough, when I was in my early 20s, I used to like nude model, and that made me feel so empowered. And it's something about like looking at yourself naked that makes you really see like your full self. So I haven't done it in a long time, but that is pretty interesting that came up. Um, Taking more like spiritual baths, salt baths, or being in water or near water or nature. Um, yeah, a lot of being naked, sleeping naked even. I do that too. It feels great. And three three of cups makes me feel like spending time in community with those you love, with either friend groups or in outings and entertainment that you truly enjoy can make you feel very sensual at this time. Just not being afraid to lean on your support systems, for example. Because once I feel like Spirit is saying when you get too much into like you're in hyper independence mode, that's when you don't feel as like soft or feminine or like mostly in tune with your senses and sensuality and even your intuition. So spending more time in community, like doing nothing for no reason, like watching Netflix with friends or just like indulging more on your downtime. And so making your time, maybe it's saying more so making your downtime more intentional, like indulging in like smell good candles, adornments and everything around you, dressing up for no reason, going out for no reason, more instead of like sitting and sulking. Um, Page of Cups, flirting for the sake of flirting. Obviously, you don't want to make people uncomfortable or whatever, but kind of like seeing life as life, flirting with life more in general. And so basically, your guys are saying try to start being playful again. Obviously, you want to pay attention to who's like receptive to that energy because not a lot of people vibe with playful energy. I try sometimes, and some people in communities are very miserable. So you just gotta see like who and what resonates with this playful energy. Maybe a lot of you guys have to get rid of people or friends who don't play enough. So sensuality does have a lot to do with like play, creativity, and a lot of that gets stifled in our everyday life for sure. And a lot of times we think we need reasons to do stuff like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this music. I need a reason, or I need to listen to this silly stuff I used to like when I was young. I need a reason. Just do stuff more, just because. Playfully. I don't know what it is today. It's so hot. King of Wands. Let's see. Yeah, making sure you remove yourself from jealous friend dynamics or groups. This goes for like friends, family, and people who like stifle your appearance or like pick at your appearance a lot or like judge you for getting dressed up and all that stuff. It's like time to stop holding yourself back and playing small. So a lot of you guys you've been wanting to play with like your makeup or fashion more or go outside the box, but the people you're around kind of always have something to say, and your guys are like no more, like no more. Get away from them ASAP. Because this is just who you are. Like you have to accept who you are, and you can no longer hold back. And yeah, your guys just want you to stop apologizing, but you can't do it around like I'm getting like dangerous people. So just figuring out how you can get away from those dynamics more. Queen of Wands. Some of you guys need permission, so this is your permission to like. I hear the word flamboyant, to be more flamboyant, and so like to go outside of your comfort zone. It means like how you usually dress and stuff. For example, with Queen of Wands, um, you don't have to be like feminine to be sensual and to be more accepting of your sexuality. Like just being more in self conviction is the main thing, and giving yourself permission to try stuff out of curiosity. Like for me, even like for me, the celibacy is a thing right now, but because it's my choice, it can feel like more so empowerment. And you can still be like highly sensual and sexual even when you're celibate, for example. But it's about choosing what you ultimately think feels good at this time and being honest about it. And yeah, some of you guys need to take time and space to like maybe what used to work no longer works. Maybe the people that you have in your like sex life or routine is like more so robbing your energy than giving you energy, and so you have to really take a look at like, are people really draining you, or certain routines draining you? Like I literally just figured out me, like I'm not a morning person right now. Like right now I'm sleeping through the whole morning till noon type stuff, and that's been making me feel better. And yeah, if a lot of you guys are active in your sex life and sexuality, a lot of people siphon through that, and so you have to make sure you're like hooking up with the right people or whatever. It's just a reminder, but like centering yourself first at this time, like taking a break could be the advice, just to recenter yourself. Um, but yeah, taking risk in your self expression, and because a lot of you guys have been changing since like you're a teenager in your 20s, and you're always evolving, and so allow yourself to evolve. And you might take elements from every era, but like don't limit yourself. And then the Ace of Cups is showing that it could be self pleasure more, quite literally. Um, yeah, anything goes. Like I think a lot of you guys, I feel like, have religious guilt still around like sensuality, beauty, all of it. Because beauty is made out to be like very sinful in a lot of communities, or like you're not supposed to take so much pride in it. Um, but as you get older, and if you're grown watching this, your guys are like, you're grown now. Like you can wear lipstick, you can wear certain cleavage, you can do things, you can masturbate more if it gives you pleasure. Like this is again like a permission to remember that you're grown. And then the outcome is Wheel of Fortune. It's funny because some of these messages I'm gonna think about. And everyone has their own way. There's no one size fits all or like a generic way of being in tune with their sensuality. Because again, what I feel is very sensual is probably way different from someone else. Like me, I really like dancing and apparently bracing being nude where I can, and any body of water sometimes. Great, eat the ocean. And then the outcome of the fortune is just saying that if you have been feeling stifled at all, like me, I think sensuality and things and sexuality can be something that is ever changing or ever evolving, or like uh, it can feel stifled at moments in life, and for very good reason. Like a lot of times we go through a lot of stuff, but the main point is not to like force yourself or to be ashamed of how you've changed and ashamed of what you want. And so it's just showing that a lot of you guys need to take way more time to like prioritize this part of your life, because it is important, has been important, but a lot of you guys are like putting on a back burner. And my guys are showing me my mind's eye that like people looking raggedy because you're putting too many people before you. But the Wheel of Fortune makes me feel like this is gonna change, and like you're leveling up and evolving in just this area of your life. And this is where a lot of you guys might be surprised where you find your power moving forward from here on out. And I can see it in myself too, because I'm starting to just like embrace all the different parts of myself and start instead of feeling like I have to hide everything basically. And so yeah, that's it. Until next time, Yeah, don't be sad if you feel like you fell off like your self-expression recently. Like it happens, and you'll figure out ways to reset and be creative and stuff like that. But it's no rush too, and you can do it little by little. And even in the ways you adorn yourself, it all seems so simple, but like a lot of you guys need permission or just like to do it in increments. It's not like you have to be the best guru overnight or even rich to do this. And so it's just finding what works for you. And even like getting back into things like stretching. Like I'm feeling that in my body since I've been doing this reading. Stuff like that. And like, yeah, remembering to breathe, stuff like that. So, mainly giving yourself permission. Sensuality isn't sinful or bad. It's just like how do you want it to show up in your life? Maybe some of you guys need to actually make a center for yourself where it's like your favorite robes, fabrics, colors, meditation corner, just for you, like however you want to express that side of yourself. And sometimes what I like to do, any side that I want to talk to, like my shadow side or whatever, what it needs, I journal it. So if you want to know what you want more of your sensuality side to express or to embody or to heal or whatever, or to embrace, you can literally write from that perspective. Um, so getting clear on what you think sensuality means for you first, and then writing about it, and then going from there. But yeah, until later.